Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move. He's got it. Wide open spaces. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Rides the back on the option, the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Looking to pass, it's Carr. Fakes to grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big third down. Love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He's got it. First down and more. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Bruce.
Using his legs, it's locked. Powers through the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for an open area to his left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's locked. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up fourth down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball when you...
It's a seam wide open! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Love. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. They stripped it out. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Pauly. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first half. Texas 14, Notre Dame.
The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Baxter. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll leave it with him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Manning. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback is throwing the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
To the air, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. First play of the period, first down here. He wants to throw it again. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They put the first points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short or 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Going up top. He's got it down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's it, 5. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Wide receiver going in motion. Pressure coming. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. There's the pressure. Oh, it's picked off.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Sends it back in motion to throw. It's Manning. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. That pass is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down. We've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Takes a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Smith. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Kearney on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Right on target this time. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw. It's Manning. He's going to let it go. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They're only 1 for 3 on fourth down attempts, but they'll try it again here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Sayin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tate. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. They'll run play action. Looking left. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Fires into the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. That game not nearly as competitive as many of us expected. I think it was a quintessential example of one team got ready for a game and the other one got ready for a fight.
Yeah, I think we've got a new favorite to win the national championship.
What's good, y'all? This shirt I have on now is ran by a special clothing brand called Underdog Clothing Brand. This clothing brand is for athletes and people who love to be fit. And not only that, it's a Christian clothing brand as well, man. So make sure you shop here, get your merch here. Powered by Jesus, a really cool shirt, man. And also, if you use my code at the bottom, our promo code at the bottom, Jesus Saves, you get 15% off on each purchase you buy from the store lifetime. So make sure y'all shop here, man. Really cool clothing brand, man. Jesus Christ is raising up mighty Christian clothing brands in this time, man. He wants to get his word across, man. Y'all have a God bless day, man. Peace. What's good, y'all? Y'all see this shirt here, Seek Jesus. Seek Jesus is a really awesome, cool clothing, Christian clothing apparel, man, ran in this world today, man. If y'all didn't know that Seek Jesus exists, man. Seek Jesus is a cool clothing brand ran by Christian owners and Christian businesses, bro. And it's a really cool brand where you can get really cool shirts, really cool things. It's awesome, bro. And so y'all go shop here at Seek Jesus, man, because Jesus wants to get his word across, man, not just in like preaching, but he also wants to get his word across in businesses too, because you may be in the gym or you may be out one day and somebody may see the word Jesus and they may be like, what does that mean? And so y'all go shop here, man. If y'all use the promo code HOMITRAY, is at the bottom here. I'm putting it at the bottom. You get 15% off of each purchase, man. So y'all shop here, man. Jesus Christ loves y'all, bro. Y'all have a God bless day, man. Peace.